saves on gas and no exhaustion from the motor and more recycling space. And the composting garden, you don't have all that room if you're in an RV to have compost in the garden because technically you don't own that land that you're staying on. And when you save, you can't say if you're out in the middle of the woods and there's no gas stations around and you're on out of gas, technically you have a home because your RV isn't working.
And if you want a garden, you would have to buy your own land to put your RV on, and then if you're traveling, it would just be a waste of land because you would be traveling everywhere if most people said it's RV.
And permanent homes are also allow you to go with your surroundings. You can go with your friends on your block. For example, if you have like your best friend lives on your block, technically, if you're in an RV, that camping ground, you can be friends with a friend for 2 months, and then you are going to move away because in an RV you keep on moving around. With the trees and the flowers and the birds, when you're in an RV, you can kind of sort of go with the trees, the flowers, and the birds, but you can't. Say for example, your mom plants a tree right when you're born. You can, if you're in a house, you can watch it grow. You can come back. But in an RV, you can watch it grow for 2 months or 5 months, and then you just have to leave. And you can see how the seasons affect nature. You can in a house you can watch the leaves on a tree turn green to orange to red to yellow. RV, you could probably see it change probably to green to yellow, but you can't watch it the rest because you're constantly moving.
And when you're moving around like that, you would have to pick up every time you went to a campground. You would have to go there, set all your stuff up. Then in like a month or two, you would have to pack it all up and leave, and it would just be tired. And if you have a home, you can set all your stuff up, and you can keep it there forever.
And having a house, you could have a backyard and front yard, and you could have space for your own pool or a hot tub or something. But if you have an RV, you just live in a lot, and you can't have any of that stuff. Even if there's one where the whole community uses it, it won't be yours. And if you have a fenced-in backyard for a dog or a cat to run around, living in an RV, you wouldn't have enough space.
You could have a little fenced in, but that's not enough room for a cat or a dog to run around. Because they like to have a big backyard so they can run free. You can have your own land to do whatever you want to. You don't technically own the land at a camping place. Because at your house, you own your own land. You can do whatever. You can put bombs in the back. You can put fireworks. You can do anything in your backyard. But in a camping place, you can't do that because you don't own it. And then the same thing with your neighbors. You can always know that it's always around. You know that if you want to have your child go and walk around the neighborhood, but in a camping place, you might can let them do that, but you don't know the neighbors. You don't know them as well as your neighbors in your neighborhood.
And your neighbors, you would never get the chance to really know them because you would be constantly moving.
And then the storage, you can store your bike and other big toys in a garage or in an attic, but technically in an RV, you don't have that much room to put your bike or other big toys because you don't have a garage and you don't have an attic, and also your whole entire RV is filled with all of your other things, all of your other stuff. And your own room, technically in an RV there's one room.
Okay. Thank you guys. Nate group, come on.
How much better do you think this is going?
Ready? Okay. Go ahead.
Some good things about RVs, which is the same as a home pretty much, but it has the same, it still has a bathroom, a kitchen, a shower, it has, electronics, some have internet, Wi-Fi,
And if you're like a big traveler and you like to go all across the country, it's also a good home to have because it's basically a home on wheels. So, and you have everything you need. You have the bathrooms and the beds and the
some bad things about homes are, they do have, usually homes have 2 or 3 bathrooms, but, just like if you wanted to drive away from a storm, you could with an RV, but with a home, you would have to protect your house, and if you have a pet, you would have to protect them, unless you wanted them to die.
And remember, everybody, you have pets, memories, and everything in your house, and you're just gonna leave it and drive away in your precious car. And leave all your precious memories right here in this house.
And if you go to different places, you can actually learn more from where you're there. So you can have a better education if you travel more.
Why did you get the non?
If you like to travel, that's a good reason because it's just a hard monorail. It's going off.
And if you, there's not as much space, so if you wanted to get something from the fridge, you want to just, take 2 steps to get there. So if you're, tired, you don't have to move far to get everything. And also,
You can do 2 or more things at once. Like if you can have a barbecue or something while you're watching the game, or you could also be camping and having fun with your friends.
And also, if you wanted to, if somebody was driving and somebody could do the laundry, or if somebody was cooking, somebody could be taking a shower, so you can do 2 things at once.
And some people, what I heard earlier is that RVs cost 100,000 to 350,000, and we looked up on the internet and saw that a good RV costs to at least 150,000 to 300,000.
And also about RVs, when you want to travel or even if you get stuck in a ditch, you usually have a rope and you can get actually other people, or you can call somebody to tow it out, because there are also machines that can help you if you ever did get stuck. And if you have pets on there, there's also rest stops, so you can actually take them out. There's usually every hour, there's usually a rest stop. So you can take them out, and you can go to the bathroom and buy some extra food for the vending machines. And when you do it, there is travel more
and everything, like you can do more or less if you wanted to. If you wanted, like something to be sleeping and you can be at a rest stop and you can go out and do like, you can stretch or whatever you need to so far. So if you needed, and also the thing about RVs is that you can,
Thank you, guys. All right, you all have a seat, and I'll hook you up with water, which I forgot to do. Give yourselves a second to get your questions out. You guys are gonna actually ask the first question here. Nate, I'll start with you. Let me just get back to the seat, start the call. Did I give her? No. All right, Nate.
So I heard that earlier that a house normally costs $150,000, but that's without paying plumbing taxes and your car bills. Why would you want to have that when instead you can have an RV?
Well, with the RV, you still have to like pay for plumbing and gas and electricity. And so that's not just in house. Those are basic things that you need in an RV and a house.
Okay, Ethan, you ask your question to one of the other two ladies.
If when you're driving on the road, what if your RV breaks down?
well, you usually there's a backup generator, so you could probably power your RV back up for like, so you can go like somewhere to help or to get help. There would be an extra boost, so you would have enough power to go somewhere where it would where somebody would be able to help, like an auto store or something. Annabelle, what about when you guys were talking about like usually if you had pets or like the lawn and everything, but that would actually have more work to it. So why would you want, just your own opinion, why would you want a lawn and like more pets than what an RV is?
Well, you could have a bunch of pets or just like one dog or a cat, but if you have a really big dog, you want to have a lawn because they could run, and if you really keep a dog or whatever animal in a house or in an RV for a long period of time, they get like bored and mopey and they wouldn't want to be around people until you take them out and they can play and get their energy out, or else they'll just be in the house sleeping all day.
But that's what the rest stops are for, so they can exercise and go out and if they have to go back to their gym.
Yeah, but what if you had to be at a
Ask,
place?
go ahead. If you want to ask your question to Kelsey, then make do that.
If you live in a lot with like an RV lot with a lot of like random people, how do you know your family is safe? How do you know you're safe?